Alright, we're back, everyone. By everyone, I mean maybe no one, maybe someone, who knows. Could be a few years in the future. Played a little bit Diablo 4, Season 4. Season Loot Reborn. I'm going to be playing some of my Bash and Bleed Barbarian. Goal is to run some pits, maybe kill some bosses. And I don't know. Maybe I might try some trials. I am curious how fast I can run through this versus if I throw on stuff for Whirlwind and do Whirlwind. Find out. The trial week's almost up. Sorry, I haven't done any trials yet this week. Slacking. Alright. Sorry, I'm talking to my sponsor. Shit. Sorry. Lungs are getting bad. Yeah, I had one deployment where I was right by a burn pit, then another deployment where I had to stir a burn barrel every day. Then I was a smoker for a long time. I quit cigarettes, but yeah, lungs are bad. So yeah. But coffee's good. Coffee is life. Hello, Yves. You look like you could be carried. What do you got here? Oh, you ain't got shit. Let's see. Might have people there. Might have people here. Uh-oh. Tank poops. Really? Oh, that's cool. He likes doing stuff. Ask him if he needs a barbarian. He has a barbarian, but I use my barbarian to help a lot of his other characters do stuff. Yeah. It says Season Loot Reborn. It should have been just Season the Barbarian. And Necromancer. And Rogue. Then the Sorcerer and Druid. Poor Sorcerer and Druid. Feel bad for them sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting runs just running by myself. Like there could be other people with me just collecting the loot that drops, right? What kind of potions should we use this time? We got attack speed, holy bolts. Those are pretty much the two I choose between on this build. And attack speed makes me go roar. Let's see. I'm going to hop to another window to copy a link in case anybody wants to see the live stream. Alright. It's actually set up pretty easy here. Hello, hello. Again, on a live stream, so just FYI. It's on YouTube, so it'll always be there. There's one on there from the other day. I did an overview of my Bash Barbarian. I still need to do a good breakdown of Paragon. I think I did it at a different time. I need to do a new video that has it all combined where I go over the whole character in that.
Is my audio scratchy through this headset?
That's not too bad.
Yeah, this headset's been tripping. I couldn't use it the other day.
Ah, cool.
So you got the live up. Okay.
Let's see. I'm not logged into the chat right now. I need to work and get more monitors. I just started streaming like 2 days ago. I don't know.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
My boy, he runs on Twitch.
Nice. I could, but I'm gonna just focus on YouTube right now. I could multi-stream on all of them at once, but
Right.
I was told it's better to just focus on one.
I feel like YouTube would probably take you out or put you out there the quickest.
Yeah,
Twitch
so
and
a
stuff
few
like-
years ago I messed with Twitch, and so far YouTube has it's a lot more friendlier as far as maintaining your videos and editing and stuff like that.
I believe people share far more on here than they do on Twitch. Twitch, they kind of sit and just enjoy the stream. On YouTube, it's a lot easier to just share that link out. I feel.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on getting some more monitors set up. I gotta get me a camera too. You know, I got a tower set. I don't have a built-in camera right now. Yeah. I'll work on all that.
So you're running on PC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a good run earlier. It's on, or the last video that I did this morning. I was up early today, but I was running with a rogue, ran into him randomly outside, and we cleared a two-player 101 in 2 minutes 11 seconds.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were hauling ass. Like the rogue was going through. Like I mean, the maps were good too. I don't know. On the next run, I'll stop talking. Like I'll try to focus on speed. But yeah, just hitting it right. Just hit the large packs, and the rogue was able to like clean up the trash, and you know kept all the crowd control, and boss staggered fast. You know.
Very nice.
Yeah, I noticed the best clears are all 2 or 3 player. Just you know, you need that synergy. Even with two barbarians together, you got more synergy.
Oh yeah. Lead. What build do you run on that one?
It's a bash bleed.
God.
Like the first
That's
half was
right.
kind of what was on max roll, but then the second half I kind of did my own thing. Like ventured off, did my own thing, some on the Paragon board, and then some powers and items. But
Right.
yeah, at its core, it started out bash, and then let's see, I made it to pit 119 as bash, and then I've gotten to 124 as bleed, a bash bleed. You know, made it to 119 just using the unconstrained passive.
Pretty sure you carrying us through pits on that bash build is why I made a bash build. I'm almost
so
certain
far,
that you were the guy I saw doing that.
Yeah, that a lot of people wanting to copy that build is one thing that made me think about streaming again. Like I did like a little over a year ago for some MMOs while I was home on leave, but now I'm fully retired and just playing a lot. Thinking about going back to work though, just to make some extra money.
On leave, are you military?
I'm retired, disabled veteran.
Oh, well thank you for your service, sir.
Oh, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, worked as a contractor.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Worked as a contractor for a few years after I retired from the army, but then my health got too bad. I had to fully retire.
Oh man.
But I don't know, I've been home for a while now. Health's starting to feel a little better. I got sick after the COVID vaccine. And,
Oh yeah, I could see that.
yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to think about going back to work. But I don't know. Watch, something's gonna start happening with streaming, and then I try to go back to work, and like, damn, I'm gonna be trying to juggle 2 at once.
This works out, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the latter. Make money doing what you like.
Yeah. Well, I liked what I did before. Yeah. Really enjoyed my career. Made a lot of impacts.
Oh yeah.
I hated I kind of got forced into retirement. I had submitted a request for medical accommodation because the sickness was making it hard for me to do certain things, and they declined it and said, "There's the door." So I was like, well, guess I'll retire.
Wow.
Yeah. Me with my Bronze Star and 2 Meritorious Service Medals, and you know. But I still plan on going back. I've also written a bunch of things that are being taught across the army.
You said you had wrote some of them?
Yeah, some of the manuals and stuff that are being used across the army.
Impressive.
Thanks. Mainly for some different computer systems. You know, I was the go-to guy for like how to use software. You know.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Start one up. Sorry. I usually run a bunch and then clear out the inventory.
Oh yeah, whatever. I'm good with it.
Let's see. World boss 11 minutes. Let's see if we can get in 2 pits, then world boss.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh sweet. Shit, 101s, right?
Yep. If we weren't trying to try to go fast, do 2 runs on the world boss if we can, and then after that we can try to do like 111 or something. See how fast we can go there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I always run 101s just for the speed. Especially when you're alone, that stuff's quick.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the boss, I'd actually run like 111 or a little higher for speed now. But man, you get to that boss just has so many hit points. It's insane.
Alright. Well, death I had the last one, that was a fluke.
Oh, it
Talking
happens.
and not
I understand. I'm usually
skin.
go for one a day like that. If it's not something like that, then it's lag. I got a few
Like,
teenagers in the
come
house, so the teenagers in the house will start like streaming or downloading stuff, and then all of a sudden I'll stutter for a second. It's like, ugh.
My
Man,
12-year-old,
yeah.
he's out there, or 11, I'm sorry, he's out there downloading Diablo now.
Nice.
We're gonna get him into it a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be cool. He's been doing Call of Duty, and I had him start on Assassin's Creed. Kind of get the feel for large open world maps.
Yeah, one of my first online games was Diablo 1. Well, you know, semi-online. But around the same time I played Ultima Online and then EverQuest 1.
I remember trying WoW for a while. I did the original Diablo. And
Yeah, original
PC
Diablo
got
is
taken
very
out.
basic and straightforward. It
Yeah.
was like a first of its kind, so it's more like they were just testing stuff. They were testing out a lot of basic things for video games, and then they applied a lot of those concepts to other video games.
Compared to what we have now.
Yeah, like, you know, set foundation for a lot of the games. Like, yeah, even all the like Path of Exile, anything like that. Yeah, that's all from Diablo. And you know, Diablo and other video games like it are all from like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like pen and paper.
Yeah.
Everybody builds off each other. That is life.
Yep. Very nice.
Oh yeah. Bleed, bleed, bleed.
Goodbye.
Yep. So yeah, I've been working on some sets and characters for Flay. It works real good on bosses, but man, it's so painful going through dungeons. Like I don't want to play solo.
That's
as
what I
Flay.
heard.
Yeah.
Said more crowd control.
Yeah, I can make it funner going through a dungeon by using the Pain Gorger gauntlets, but doing that nerfs your boss damage a lot.
Oh yeah, I bet. See, I focused.
Alright,
Crit strike.
another one. Let's go. I got a little balance of... I got some lucky hit and crit strike. Yeah, you go ahead. I got this character's maxed, and pretty much all my other characters maxed. I was up to like 10,000 Neoth Iron, but you know, I started leveling up characters like they were bougie. Like, you know, like item level 800 gear, 12 of 12, why not? But then, I mean, when you salvage it, you gotta go chunk back. But yeah,
Yeah.
I finally got low. But for the season, I'm up to 7 level 100s. Got one of every class and 3 barbarians so far. I got this one, I got a whirlwind, and then I got the flay.
Made a couple of rogues
Yeah.
and a couple barbs.
Nice.
That necro and a druid too, and a sorcerer.
Nice.
I don't know, I just kind of wanted to see what each one did.
Yeah, I really hope Sorcerer gets some buffs because the last 2 seasons Sorcerer was my main. I was having a lot of fun. I had been giving Barbarian a break because Barbarian was my main through a lot of Diablo 3. I mean, I played Barbarian a little bit in beta and season 1, but for the most part I left it alone. But yeah, I'm back to having fun with Barbarian now. Hadn't really touched it since Diablo 3.
Blast. Yeah. Barb made it a lot more fun. I like using these for my farm. Way faster.
Oh yeah. Also, like with my setup, I love how fluid the playstyle is with how I have the charge and the leap, and also the cooldown reductions for both of them. So it's like I constantly use them to just move around everywhere and push them around, or as I like to say, I like to control the battlefield.
Yeah. Big difference. Remember, before we knew about builds and following certain stats, we really just green. Just jumped in here blind. We were just running what we thought was fun. We had some decent builds, but we couldn't fight Torms or 101s.
Yeah, those are all about synergy. It's like in a lot of my videos I've been talking about how it's all about you gotta maximize how many global multipliers you can have at once. You know, you gotta avoid going all in on one stat because that's an additive multiplier, or you know, you need the multiplicative numbers. You know, for example, if you have 2 stats that are both damage to close, say 90% and 10%, 90% plus 10% is 100%. But if you have 90% to close, and then you have 10% to vulnerable, well, 90% times 10% because they multiply together, that's 900%. So 2 stats on 1 equals 100%. 2 stats, or as they're known, 2 global multipliers becomes 900%, right? So then you got it. It's like you want to hit all the categories for the multipliers, and then like for your build, you want to go all in on certain multipliers. Like for Bash Bleed, we mainly go in on critical strike. Or critical strike damage. Sorry. For my build, I do a little bit of critical strike chance and lucky hit chance because I use lucky hit chance to make vulnerable for my build.
Same.
Yeah.
I did that on the world.
It's like going through killing trash. You get it easy. Well, the 3 seconds from the glyph is plenty to kill trash. But then when you get to a boss, either you need lucky hit vulnerable, or you need to put on the vampire aspect for vampiric curse makes him vulnerable.
Oh, okay.
And that one, that vampiric aspect is actually a little bit of damage too, and it helps you clear trash in dungeons.
Use that on my rogue a lot. Even the imbue specialist team. I use.
Yeah, it's a good source of vulnerable for barbarians too. On bosses, yeah. Because you get that vampiric curse on the boss, and the boss is just vulnerable. Man, if we pushed it, we probably could have done 3 pits before the world boss, but so we started with like I forget how many, 11 minutes, 12 minutes. We got 3 minutes left to get to the world boss. I'm gonna clear my inventory.
Here now.
All right.
TP.
Be right there.
I usually throw it in trade chat in case somebody's forgetting like I do. Try to get here with 3 minutes or so to spare. Warning out there. Can't tell you how many people actually troll me on those messages.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
You, come on, man. Say anything. Well, let the people that need to get then. Sure.
Yep. That's my wife.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I thought that was in your back.
No, she just joined. She's leveling her
She walked
necromancer,
in.
and she needed to come do the world boss too. So I was like, hey, just join us.
Hey,
Yay.
oh, my phone is dead. Yeah. Tell you cats are not pets, man. They just run this house. That is
That's
crazy.
right.
Yeah, we got one dog and one cat. The cat definitely thinks we work for him.
Oh yeah.
We rescued one from outside before the winter hit. She was real tiny. Mom was just MIA. So we bring her in, and she's like indoor, outdoor for a year. Comes back in pregnant.
Of course.
So yeah, and she has her babies, and
I don't know
Yeah,
if you
put
have the
them
stream up, but I
outside.
got my some of my attack stats up.
yeah.
I currently drink an attack and lucky hit potion, or attack speed lucky hit. So that's why my attack speed's 41% right now. So. I used to have higher damage versus bleeding, and that worked out good too, but I switched some stuff out recently. 20 seconds.
See, on my
What is that?
leading, they had, for this build, they had me put the rupture, or something like that, on the Paragon.
Yeah, I got a rupture for my ability.
As long as I run a minimum of 300% on my berserking damage, I keep a full 30% speed
Nice.
bonus.
Yeah, I know
Whatever
which one you're
it
talking
is.
about.
That's what somebody was telling me how to use it. I didn't understand what they did, but I knew what to change.
Yeah.
It-
Well, it's trying to get you to maximize one of the legendary powers on the Paragon board to where it gives you a percentage of your berserking bonus as another multiplier. Like I talked about adding the extra multipliers, and they were telling you the number to get the maximum maximum number for that new multiplier. So
Yeah,
it's
to
like
get that full
adding a whole
30%.
that number adds a whole new multiplier into the mix by itself. You know.
That's why
Like-
it jumped tremendously.
Yeah.
I started
Well,
going
you know how
crazy.
I was just talking to you about the 90 plus 10 versus 90 times 10. The same thing. So
Yeah, it worked out.
I have to go to Trios first. So are we done now? The boss?
yes,
The boss?
yes. You
Alright,
can
thank
you can
you.
GTFO.
All right, I am.
All right, she's going to do Helltides. Let's see.
Ways
Let's see
to
real quick.
get.
I'm gonna. Oh,
Helltide drops decent gear.
yeah. Whirlwind's real good at Helltide too. They're nice and easy.
Yeah.
Can just like just hold right click on one hand and like play a game on your phone on the other hand.
Yeah. Let's do it. This build has no Fury Jin, Fury on kill, so I gotta make sure I'm
Yep.
proud.
I'll try to race ahead of you, and you'll be like, "Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!"
The yells help too. If I get
Yeah.
in between a bunch of people, I'm good.
Wait, see,
Who's
I
there?
like going lazy mode on mine. I just put the resource aspect on the ring where while a shout's active, you regenerate 10 fury a second. Yeah, can do some fury on kill too, but I mean, like my whirlwind, I was just going straight for speed because that feels what it's for. Like the time trials and Helltides and 101 even.
Great. Step all of it.
I wonder what we'll get, or what will be considered speed farming on the next season. Because each season we should get a little stronger and stronger, especially if they're adding the temperings to uniques like they're saying. Have you heard about that? Yeah, so you know, right now it kind of hurts you using uniques because you don't get the temperings that you'd have on legendary, like you have on legendary gear. But on the next season, there's talks that they're going to take each of the uniques and add like one tempering power to each of them, something like that.
That'll be good.
Yeah, so that means like our current power right now would be stronger.
Strong.
Yeah, like the gear I have right now would be stronger than it is right now next season.
Especially if I could get it to the rogue and put the strike.
Yeah. I'm gonna start out Barbarian on next season, so that way I'll be able to help a bunch of people. Kind of like you know, carrying a bunch of people the last few weeks. But yeah, I know I got more free time than a lot of my friends play with, so like, oh, I'll get leveled up first. Why not? I'm gonna see like how far I can make it in like one stream first.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, pretty much run out now. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
See a
every
graphic
time
of that
you
go.
stick up.
Yep.
And watch where throwing him right in front
Yep.
of your path. He seems to launch him where you're gonna move to.
I know. It's like it's got AI doing it, huh?
Yeah. You got a red dot sight on them damn puddles. There he goes. Yeah, you almost got me. I couldn't stand this guy for the longest time.
Yeah.
Took a while to learn. He's lifting it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard to even. There's the one attack where rears back and pushes forward. Even that one it's hard to dodge because it's like it homes in on you. It'll
giant
do
wave.
like a teleport turn, you know? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, like rears back, targeting you, and you move, and then it like just teleports and auto locks on you. It's like you have to move at the very last split second. I don't know. It doesn't seem fair. Like it's off, you know.
That's how I felt about Lilith. That bitch.
Yeah.
With those spikes on the ground.
Here, I got one. Let's try this one. Hang on. Now, I think what I need to do is on these higher ones. So right now, for my legendary power that I use, I'm using the hectic one that you know, reduces cooldown by 2 seconds after 5 swings. I need to switch that for the one where you'll deal 40% increased damage to unstoppable enemies. Because I've noticed on the higher tiers that they quickly become unstoppable. So that would mean on higher tiers, that'd be a 40% damage increase.
Right.
Especially notice that, like, see the chains that appear over their heads after you come in doing even more crowd control? I've noticed a lot more when I play in groups. Especially if I play with a rogue.
Control is great.
I love how whirlwinding with Tyrael's might is like having artillery.
Just throw. Yeah.
Well, it's great. A lot of people don't realize that it applies bleed, and it if you have lucky hit something, it can apply your lucky hit with that Tyrell's Might.
Yeah, it does the additional damages while berserking too, I've noticed. It's all that.
Oh yeah.
I read the stat for the first time the other day. It's like 5,000 something. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good base
Single
number.
hit. Yeah. They're as fast as they're moving. As many.
Considering costs you 0 resources, you know, it just happens.
Yeah. Just spin it out.
Spend the win, baby.
That channeling shrine, that shrine is a cheat code for this whirlwind build.
Yeah.
Not cool. So I don't preserve. I'm gonna let those cooldowns hit.
I see that on 111. We went through pretty fast. Then here we are. Boss is taking forever for some reason, you know.
At first I was like, did I mistime my yells? Nah, 111.
Yep. Yeah, the dungeon almost felt like normal, you know.
Oh, it said I unlocked a tier. That must have put me
Oh,
one
very
up.
nice.
I had 114.
Let's see. Inventory's almost full.
Ooh, nice. Some 4GA uniques. One yesterday.
I bought one yesterday. It might have been me. I don't know. Bought an Ancient's Oath.
Oh, nice. It's really good.
Well, I bought it for my friend. Runs a build based on mine, but she loves using the Ancient's Oath axe. You know, instead of anything else. You know, it's just so fun having that like half a screen wide chain just go out and grab everything. But
yeah.
yeah, it's her favorite weapon in the game. So I saw it in the chat and I was like, got it.
Yeah, my boy that usually runs with us, he'll have name, symbol,
Yeah.
or whatever.
hmm
Yeah, I do that a lot for him too. Find something. Oh, I know he needs it.
All right. Let's see. Anything you want to do or need to do?
Shit, man, I really. I was just. When you messaged me, I was just sitting. My boy download his. I got a
Oh, nice.
birthday party here at noon. So I got an hour and a half to. Oh shit, more like hour before I gotta start setting. Getting him all set up too.
Let me see.
Just kind of.
Error there.
Oh, my boy that's usually on with me, he's actually out of town. He went camping. So I
Ah.
ain't got him this weekend. All weekend has just been silent. Fuck.
Just been different.
Yeah, definitely. Notice how much you somebody there till they're not in there. You're like, God damn.
Hmm.
Alright though. But yeah, so no, I ain't
You can start one up.
have nothing planned.
I'm gonna do
Still
hard
101s or the
Yeah, 101 was fastest. Yeah. Or I mean, you can do higher if you want. If you want to push your number higher. I mean, I think it seemed like we had plenty of time left there. Or
Oh, that's
114,
alright.
if you want to do that 114 you unlocked. I'm on 124, but like, man, it's like just from 123 to 124, the boss's hit points doubled again, you know?
Yes, yeah, I know. Because when I run alone, I'm definitely just gonna say time.
Yeah.
I'll watch a 101. My thing is the payout too. They should,
Yeah.
if I run a 120, I should get way more than 70 of them.
I was thinking that too. After 100, from what I've seen, you get one for every 3. So like
Yeah, see.
every 3, I get another stone.
Alright.
Not worth it. It's like they didn't want us to go higher than that. Which I feel like the
Right.
season was designed for us not to, because it was designed with future power levels in mind. Yeah. That's why I think like the highest official clears are like in the 140s or something, and someone in Asia said they did 175, but there's no video of it. And apparently it took them 2 hours on a boss. And if it took you 2 hours on a boss on 175, how did you beat 174? That's what I want to know. And why aren't there any
Right.
videos or anything of this journey from 150 to 174?
I feel like definitely record. Nobody's gonna believe me.
Yeah, be like, I am the only person in the world doing this. All by myself here. No one else plays Diablo. But yeah. So I know on my build some pieces that I could improve. If I did that, I think maybe if I tried, I could get up a little closer to 130, but nah, I don't think I'm going much further than that this season. It's been a fun season. I like
130
it.
takes so long.
Yeah.
Let that boss be a good 5-6 minute fight.
Lethal.
Yeah, being real heavy. Wonder me like. Those dust devils save my some. I'll let off one of them yells and just see them tornadoes
Oh
clear
yeah. I love that. Just run into a pack and yell.
them. Just start vanishing. Purple
Easy
life
boss.
bars, all that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've had a lot of different versions of the bash that I've been running, different variations. Right now it's a single shout Yen's Blessing version. So big thing for me is having 100% uptime of, yeah, sometimes those little powers are no joke.
Spikes.
Yeah.
That's the
One of
same
that's
one
one of the
Lilith
hardest
kills
hit,
me
that's
with.
one of the hardest hitting ones there is on here. Between that or getting sucked in on the big like middle donut thing. You know what I mean?
Right. You have a good armor stat? 'Cause I've been thinking that's what I'm lacking, like resistances or
Yeah,
cap.
so my armor is actually only at 80%, but if I had if I had either a masterworking crit or if I had a GA armor, it'd be max. That's what you're missing. So it seems like the sweet spot for the Barbarian is you need one item that has an armor roll with a GA or masterworking crits, and you need 2 items with resistance to all elements, and then 3 white gems, 3 diamonds in the jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I've
That's
seen,
all I need
that's
in armor.
that's it. Yeah, so like here's so if I could get this in GAs, I'd be better. But yeah, right now, yeah, I'm just short on my armor. Now I could drink a potion and a max. And Yeah, my resistance to all elements. 3 of them are 77.3 and 2 of them are 79.7. My 2 items that give me my resistance to all elements are my pants that are my legendaries, and then materials might.
Taro's mine. I tried to use to rework mine. So you had to sacrifice a diamond or a skull on one of my jewelry to up that armor, and I'm still only at 72 on that.
Yeah.
And it let me get through the first phase of Lilith.
To take care of your armor, you just need 1 armor roll on your pants.
Yep. See, I'd have to give up per second there. Wouldn't be necessary if I had
Let's see what we got here. Life per second. Well, you don't need life per second. You just have to have points in the raid leader. Raid leader, while you're shouting, you regenerate 3 hit points, or 3% life per second.
Raid leader, is that on the still?
Yeah, I don't know if you got the stream up, but got it.
Oh shit.
Right there.
I have to type the
Yeah, this is
because I'm on.
actually Google Google Dabzgaming, D-A-B-Z gaming, and Diablo 4. It might be the thing that comes up. I don't know. It was, but the link I gave you was the current or like the current stream.
Okay.
It was right there.
Oh, it was. Oh, the link I gave you. That out.
Oh, there's. Yeah, with the raid leader, yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about having life per second on there. Now, sometimes in like the in Helltides when I do the spires, I'll just put like a skull or 2 in my weapons, and that'll let me stay in those spires for forever. But yeah, between potions and raid leader, I have all the healing I need.
Leader is this guy. Yeah, I've got 2 ranks to it.
I always notice a difference between 1, 2, and 3. Try to find a 3rd from somewhere if you can.
Take 1 off this movement speed, swiftness there.
All right.
Where I could
Only do that if you got enough movement on your boots and necklace, because that swiftness feels like a different multiplier when it comes to movement speed. Right now I have like I have kind of a glass cannon build right now.
Counter offensive ranks off. Fortify. Giving me a... maybe not there. Ranks to heavy-handed, I could... 1 of those. So I'm on it. To opposing I need.
Yeah. Well, I'm using a 2-handed blunt right, or 2-handed mace right now for my weapon. So.
Oh wow. Crit strike. Been on the 2-handed axe for the vulnerable, but the bleeding is probably better for me now. Wasn't doing good bleed before.
Yeah.
Let's see where I can give 1.
Let's see.
Damage reduction while berserking, would that kill me? Nah, you've only got 1 rank on that. Purple on the same
Oh,
wheel.
yeah. Sorry. I can bring back up.
My
yeah, so right now it's kind of my glass cannon build right now. One thing that's helping me do this is I'm using the Melted Heart of Selig. Let's see. But yeah, I got a 1 on aggressive resistance. I don't have anything in martial vigor right now. I don't have anything in guttural yell right now.
I've got a yell on here.
But I was too tanky. All right, well, you saw, like, I took those Lilith powers to the face and I smiled at it. Sometimes it gets me, but like on my gear, let's see. I mean, I got a Harlequin's Quest that's giving me damage reduction. I mean, I got all types of resistances because of Tyrael's Might. Let's see. Yen's Blessings
Pull the
has,
one off of that martial vigor.
yeah, Yen's Blessings
You've only
has
got-
damage reduction from close. That helps me a lot.
Okay. We've got one rank to the martial vigor over there where they had me doing 3 of them, so I can afford to lose one of those, obviously.
Let's see. Hold on. I have 1 on aggressive resistance, and I have 0 on martial vigor right now. Now, I mean, martial vigor is good. Now, if I was trying to push up to, if I was trying to run a 124 again, I don't know. I'll find out if I need it. But so far, I can kill tormented bosses without it, so I'm fine.
So I put that.
But again, it's all about like what other damage reduction you have. Like I have the damage reduction. It was only recently that I went more glass cannon. You know. My initial focus building the character was survival. Like building the character, I was all in on survival, and then it was like add damage and take away from survival to add more damage. You know.
Right. Yeah, you gotta make a sac.
Yeah, because
oh, that's to the bone is.
Yeah.
It's okay. Or good.
Let's see. And are you using your two-handed sword for your Warwind?
I just went over to two-handed mace for the. You get to pick which weapon he swings?
Yes.
See, I don't know how to do that.
That's very important. Let's see. Are you on console?
Yeah, I am. It's fine.
I'm trying to remember. It's different on console. What was it? Shoot, I looked it up in something before. You need to go inspect your items, or let's see. Bring up your skill screen. I think, you know, actually, if you're looking at my screen, it might be able to help you. I'll show you how I do it. I go to this screen right here, and I hover over the ability like for Bash, and at the bottom where it says Arsenal Selection, that's what you're looking for. And for me, I can cycle weapons. I can scroll or press in the mouse wheel. You see, or pressing in the mouse wheel lets me switch it between either dual wield or bludgeoning. Yeah, so Bash has to use some type of mace. So yeah, two-handed slashing is not an option for Bash. But for
so
Whirlwind,
you're doing skillet.
yeah. So and you'll want to go to Whirlwind right here and press it in and go over. You'll want to use the Grandfather, because Grandfather has inherent, or two-handed slashing has inherent bonuses to bleeding. That's on the expertise.
Okay, I see it here now. Arsenal selection. It says auto select. So I hit square.
Yeah. So,
oh, you fucking kidding me?
There you go. There you go.
What
Yeah.
the
So.
I'm
So like
trying
for me
not to
with
cuss on the stream.
it's fine. I do not
No
have it
way.
checked for kids, so it's fine. A little bit. Just don't go extreme.
You are YouTube.
Yeah.
Just don't say nothing crazy.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm with you, man. Mild. Thank you so much. I've been looking at that. I know there was a difference there, and I keep seeing.
Yeah. And like for me,
select this weapon.
Oh yeah, and like for me, now I can kill bosses a lot faster using the mace, but man, the playstyle is a lot faster and smoother using dual wield. So doing my speed farming, I'll just switch to dual wield, and it's so much funner, you know. But
Wow.
But for Whirlwind, you definitely want to go, from what I've tested myself, is I'm pulling up the expertise in my screen for the two-handed sword expertise. By having the sword equipped, Now, if you had it as expertise, you'd always get the 20% of your direct damage dealt as bleeding. But when you have it equipped, you deal 30% increased bleeding for 5 seconds after killing an enemy. So that means that increases your bleeding by 30% by using the two-handed sword.
See, I've only got that at 3 out of 10 to go up anyway.
Right, well, it's going to go up fast. Higher content makes it go up faster. It's like experience levels. So yeah, it'll max out in one pit.
Just for using it, having it equipped.
Yeah, but so that is your whirlwind sword, all right, for bleed. That is also your flave sword if you play flay, all right. And depending on the other two is preference. Most people now for maximum damage is two-handed axe expertise. But if you're struggling on lucky hits, level up your polearm, and your polearm will give you another 15% lucky hit chance. I love that, you know. But
Pretty
right
good
now,
luck.
yeah, right now I got my lucky hit kind of where I want it. So I do have mine on two-handed axe, just because I've gotten the build kind of where it needs to be. But
Right.
yeah, so using the two-handed sword, and if you're lacking on lucky hit, use polearm. If you got enough lucky hit, use two-handed axe. That pretty much sums up your weapons for whirlwind.
Very nice. I had no idea how
And
to.
then,
My friend doesn't either.
yeah,
So we're going to be doing way
looking
more.
at the very bottom, if you go to the skill tree, so mine's set up for blunt. So I don't know if you changed yours like mine at the bottom, but make sure you do not want wallop or concussion because you're using a sword now. Wallop and concussion are for blunt weapons. You want 3 of 3 in both heavy-handed and brute force.
Pull you back up. Screen. My stuff just glitched. Here we go. And you're saying... yeah.
Yeah, see, on mine, I have mine kind of split because I'm playing two-handed weapon, but I'm also using mace, so I want to get some benefits from using a blunt weapon. So you're using slashing, so you only benefit from these top two, heavy-handed and brute force. So you want to make sure you're 3 of 3 in those.
You overpower there.
Yeah, if you don't have the points, at least 3 of 3 in heavy-handed. Heavy-handed is a bigger multiplier.
I've got heavy-handed up to 7.
That's because, yeah, you have it on your necklace too, if I recall. Yeah, okay, so you got 3 of 3 and you got 4 from your necklace, so it's 7 total. All right, and yeah, so you know, whirlwind doesn't necessarily need brute force. I mean, granted, it would be more damage for you, but so bash and flay use brute force because rupture overpowers, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have?
So I
rupture
noticed
on
on
your
this
build?
whirlwind, I don't overpower often.
Right.
I don't have a flay one. I've got a bash.
Yeah, so that's why on mine I got a little bit of each. So I want some heavy-handed multiplier because I talked about adding more global multipliers and stuff, and messing with those. We got overpower damage because I'm using two-handed sword, and rupture always overpowers. And wallop, so that way I do more damage to vulnerable. And then I got concussion, so I stun stuff because I'm using two-handed mace. But your sword, so you just focus on the top. If you ever take points out of some of those damage reduction things you got, then that might be a place you put it in, you know. Or
So I can lose some of the damage reduction.
Yeah, if you're trying to lose damage reduction and you know, deal more damage, you got to find the right balance for your character.
But have to be watching my bar because they will just overwhelm me.
Oh yeah.
Too many in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of the. Like 6 of them fire a poison lightning and a fire all at once.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, it does that.
It happened. Yeah. I just ran in the middle, hit my yell, and on the floor. So that's why I kind of focused all them life per second and all that stuff. part of the build. She trying to just make it stronger,
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice some strength in there.
Hey, on your gloves, what else can that crowd control duration be? Actually, hold on.
Not sure. They might even
I got it
pulled
right
up
here.
already.
Utility.
On it.
Crowd control.
That was a
On your gloves, roll that as Worldly Fortune, and we want to try to get freeze or stun. Preferably stun for Barbarian, but freeze is fun too. Yep.
I got the freeze.
Alright, keep that, because you got some lucky hit going. That's a lot of fun right there.
Oh yeah, I do have that 34-1 on lucky hit. It was almost maxed up. 34-8 was the max on.
And on for
lucky
your
hit.
your pants and your boots, do the same, because the basic crowd control duration's enough for what you're doing right now.
I can't roll pants or boots. Those are.
Oh, I didn't see. Well, yeah. The pants say they still got 3 rolls left. On your
Oh, my dumbass. Sitting here on
boots are bricked out.
I'm on the. I was on the salvage screen.
Gotcha.
Salvage them.
Yeah, don't salvage them. No, don't do that.
Because I clicked 4 times. So yeah, boots are max roll.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. That crowd control duration increase there will apply to the whatever freeze or stun you roll on those. So yeah, if you can, on the pants, roll the crowd control duration to either freeze or stun.
Unworldly again. Yeah, I got 3 rolls there. You're right. There's immobilize. Let's see.
You were talking about those issues when you get stuck in crowds. This will help you out a lot.
It's just slow.
No, because you already
Well,
slow when you cause bleeding. Because we got that one skill on the skill tree.
That's roll on it now. That was all 3. They gave me fucking immobilized twice and then slow on the last.
Oh, slow on the last one. Damn. That's like, of course. Oh well. It's fine. So yeah, just think about the feature up. Oh yeah, so think about this. So I learned that when I was loving my rogue, and oh man, I destroyed something my rogue because between all my items, I had my percentage chance for freeze over 100%. My lucky hit to freeze was over 100%. So it's yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was what it is. If I hit something, it froze. You know, it was amazing.
Right.
And then when I started fighting a boss, it was staggered. Let's see.
This is just to start the application, but it's the second part for you to be able to do like online stuff. People, this would probably only let you character maybe run through prologue before you're in a work. It looked like he got about 40 minutes left out here. Watch out. Oh man. Start setting up for this party soon.
Alright.
Got a bunch of yard inflatables and all that shit.
Very nice.
Stand-up canopies.
Please take this.
Turned my whole yard into a video.
Very
Kids
nice.
love it. Yeah. I appreciate the help though, man.
No problem. If you want to try to add some more critical, or what is your vulnerable damage at? That's a question. What's your vulnerable?
43. I focused crit.
Your overall vulnerable damage, or total?
Yep, that
percentage?
is 536.
536. Okay. Yeah,
I'm doing
the ideal amount is between 350 and 400. The only build that goes over that is Flay. Or Flay's vulnerable.
Oh, so I don't even need...
Yeah, so it's like Flay is primary vulnerable, and then crit, and then Bash and Whirlwind are primary crit, and then vulnerable. You know, you still use both, but you don't want to go over, you don't want to go below 350. You don't really want to go over 400. So here, I think I got a solution for you. Here, switch that out with your second one-handed weapon, I think. Yeah. And also, I was looking on that second one-handed weapon. It was bricked out. Let's see, some more chance to cast twice might work better for you than dust double size.
Yeah, I think those two were bad roll.
Yeah, well, you're on 0.5
Size
now,
on
so yeah, there you go. But anyways, that's a good item to try to, you know.
Oh,
I mean, of course,
yes.
you got to get the rogue temper on it. Well, that's an item to switch out the vulnerable with crit damage instead. You know.
If you need this sword, I have a bunch of them. Right
Uh,
on.
I've been clearing out my stash a lot lately. Yeah, I got a lot of I got a lot of 3-star items. Let's see. Look at this Dust Devil sword. I don't know if you can see it on the screen there.
Oh. Yeah, it's just delayed, so it'll
Alright.
here in a second.
All right.
Anything you do, I'm about 5-6 seconds behind. You'll
Yeah,
be explaining it.
It's in my stash.
There's the
But yeah. Ignore the power that's on it. I was doing different things with it, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gonna replace that though.
Yeah.
Too.
Let's see.
Shit. Why you out there with no clothes, kiddo?
Go sit the fuck down.
Yeah, I don't know if your Bash Barbarian has decent. Well, I'm sure it does. That mace wasn't that good, anyways. Gotta put a little mace on the ground. Not sure how your damage over time is or what your bleed multiplier is. But here's another decent sword. Or it's good for a rogue or a poison rogue.
Sure. Over time.
So I have seen damage increases by building that sum. Like right now, I got damage with bleeding 399% on my character. I don't know, what is your damage with bleeding at? Because damage over time increases your damage with bleeding.
Damage versus bleeding is 42.5.
No, not versus, with. Damage with bleeding.
See, did I put that?
It's up above.
Straight.
Yeah. My damage versus bleeding is 95. And then, yeah, damage with bleeding.
It doesn't give us a damage with bleeding. Here, I have with 4.
Right. I have it on my screen. Whenever the delay catches up.
Stop screaming.
Yeah, there's no with bleeding. Mine goes straight. See, you've got with burning, with poisoning.
Really?
Shadow. We don't have any of those ratings. Oh, it goes. Let's see that mark right there. I have that. All damage, skip, physical, and core, and then it goes to versus. And you list those.
You know how I talked about adding a global multiplier? I'm curious, just for shits and giggles, like throw that weapon on for fun and see what happens, you know?
For which one?
Or the one I just gave you with the damage over time. Put that on and see if you get a damage with bleeding category. I don't know why you'd have the others not bleeding, though.
I've got, I can't play right now. I've got.
Okay. Yeah, go set it up. But yeah, I'll see you later. Just check into those. Yeah.
So you said put that one sword on. I'm gonna star it so I know where I was. I hit you back up when I'm
All right.
too.
Yeah.
See what
I'm
we got
on
going on.
on a lot, and now lately when I'm on, I'm usually streaming. So yeah.
I'll follow you here too. Make
Okay.
sure
Thank you.
YouTube there.
Well, I will see you on here later.
Alright, man.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
No problem. Bye.
Take it easy.
All right. Well, that was good. Helped him out some. I think just increased his damage a few different spots there. That's nice. Hell yeah. Oh, that's quietly a good axe. But I would never use it again this season. To the salvage you go. Oh, I didn't pick that one up. If you're still watching the end, you didn't pick up the item with damage over time. The stream. Alright. Alright, everyone. I will be back in a bit. After word from our sponsors that rhyme with Arajuana.